I am nobody. Always trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. I am Mama Duck's baby duck, Mr. No Ducks himself, quack quack. Let's talk about it. In the fourth segment of Monday Night Raw tonight, I think this was one of the highlights of the night. Paul Heyman come to the ring. My name is Paul Heyman, and he let it be known what happened to Brock in the first segment. He let it be known what happened to the Vision in the second segment, man. And he went on his rant, and he brought up Seth Rollins, and because how Seth Rollins did him 2 weeks ago, curb stomping him, making his face bleed and all that stuff. He had to address Seth Rollins, so Seth Rollins come out in full mask attire. He take off the top, he take off the bottom. He reveals that it's him. The crowd go crazy. Now, this is something that I haven't got over yet. I mean, we know it's Seth Rollins, but it seems as if every time he take that mask off, man, it's a huge pop. I ain't even hating on it, though. I'm not even hating. So, Seth come out to the, he came out to the ringside area, but he actually stood on the announcer's desk just to, make his appearance and all that good stuff. Well, Paul Heyman pretty much set the dude up. Paul Heyman called the police, and Paul Heyman called the police and the police came out because Seth Rollins pretty much assaulted Paul Heyman when he curb stomped him and did all that. So, he pretty much wanted a restraining order on the dude. The dude need to be at least 50 feet away from him. But from the announce desk to the ring, that is not 50 feet. So the police came, they got Seth Rollins off the desk, they put him in handcuffs. While they're walking him out of the arena, Paul Heyman is talking big trash, bro. He popping big stuff. He letting it be known that, look, man, you are a felon. What you just did would cause you to have a felony because you are within 50 feet of me. So you're not only going to jail, but you're going to prison. And while you in prison, every dude in this locker room is pretty much going to be taking turns with your wife. And not only are they going to be taking turns with your wife, your daughter is going to have to pretty much, have a stepdaddy, have somebody in place because Seth not around. Now, the police took Seth from the announcement table exit, and they was taking him to the exit that's near the ramp. Paul Heyman said what he said about his daughter. Seth Rollins broke free from the police, ran on the stage, came down the ramp, slid into the ring. And I like this nice touch. When he slid into the ring, Paul Heyman took the mic and threw it at him. He threw it at him like Charleston White did at one of his comedy shows recently when he got into it with a heckler that was in the crowd. He threw it at him. Seth come on into the ring, man. He knocked Paul Heyman over, get out him, hit him with punch or two or whatever. By this time, the referee, the police, the referee, the agents, they come and get Seth Rollins off of him. He already in handcuffs and they walk him out of the arena. Man, I think this segment was lit. I think it was one of the highlights, but you probably could hear it in my background because I'm watching the highlights as I'm talking to y'all, and which of course I watched the whole show or whatever. So yeah, I would say for anybody who's interested in this storyline, I would advise that you go out your way to go and see this part of the storyline on this fourth segment of Raw. I think it was good. I think it was needed. I think it elevated the storyline. And as they were taking Seth Rollins out of the ringside area, Paul Heyman was covering his face and was kind of making us think that he was kind of hurt, right? But when he took his hands off of his face, you can see he was laughing like the Joker when the Joker got back at Batman. And the visual goes off with Seth Rollins walking up the ramp in handcuffs. And, the police got their hands around him to make sure that he don't break free good. But again, I think the storyline is good. I think the storyline is lit. I don't really know what Seth Rollins is going to be doing at WrestleMania, but it seems as if he's going to be doing something with Paul Heyman, definitely it's not going to be against Brock, because Brock is going to be fighting over Finney, and it's definitely seems as if it's not going to be against Logan Paul or Austin Theory of Division, seeing as if they're going to have their own beef with the Usos. So we're still waiting to see what storyline they're going to, according to the storyline, how is it going to end and what role Seth Rollins will play at WrestleMania. Some people are saying that Braun Breaker is on his way back. They think that WWE is falsifying the information that we have about Braun Breaker and his medical reports, and they might not be wrong about that. So we'll see, man. I am Mama Duck's baby duck, Mr. No Ducks himself, Quack Quack. Go watch this, though.